Huh?
117.
100. Is it 117 right now?
117.
Nice.
117. We're ready to go.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric Seagriff.
And Chicka J Money.
Episode 117.
117.
117.
What?
It's like 130 hours of content delivered to you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's like how many hours Christian works in a week. So, if he were to work for 1 week with headphones in the whole time,
I would get through our show.
You'd get right through the whole thing.
I've been listening to audiobooks like consistently at work.
Okay, here's my thing on audiobooks.
Yeah.
On paper, they sound awesome because you can burn through books,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I listen to them at 1.5 times speed too.
See, this is the thing though. How much are you actually absorbing?
Yeah, but I absorb information. I don't absorb written information very well.
No?
Auditory
Do you get bored?
information. No, I just don't. Like, I have a learning disorder.
Disability. Yeah. We can call it a disability. That's fine.
Yeah.
That allows you to say the word.
Yeah.
You know, because it's your guy's word.
Thanks. But like auditory stuff, I'm not joking. I've listened to books at 2 times where it's like
Yeah.
and I'm like do and then Brie will be like, "Are you even listening to this?" I'm like, "Did you hear what he was just talking about?" And she's like, "No."
There are times where I'll have podcasts or like audiobooks going, and I'll be like doing other stuff, and then realize that I did not like listen to a single word in the last like 15 minutes, and have to like scroll back. Maybe it's because those podcasts suck and they're not funny like ours.
That's a fact.
That could be. They're not engaging.
They're not engaging.
As we say, like half of our episodes have a part where we Google something.
Stop and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Nothing but the best production value. I don't cut any of that either.
Yeah.
I keep it all in.
It's so
It's
good.
like the whole point of this podcast is so you can imagine hanging out with us. Because
it'd be because
our
it'd be a
buddy
fucking
says
sick
this.
time, bro.
Yeah, our buddy said this. He's like, I don't listen to the show. And I was like a little hurt for a second. And he's like, no, it's because it's hanging out with you guys. I just listen to you guys fucking yammer, and I can't get a fucking word in.
I already do that every Friday.
I already do that all the time.
Yeah.
My fiance doesn't listen because she hears it through the wall.
Yeah.
Because she stays at the multi-million-dollar podcast studio in Phoenix.
She actually has her own private suite here, but we got real cheap on the when we made the interior wall.
Yeah, we made it look
They're really thin.
We also made it look like my apartment.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
Because we started the first like 10 episodes before we got Capital together was in my apartment, and then when we designed the studio, I was like, well, what's gonna make us feel at home?
Yeah,
right.
Your apartment.
Yeah, my apartment. So I just built my apartment in Phoenix.
It's honestly amazing.
Yeah, it's like 1-to-1 detail.
I love it.
It looks exactly.
Yeah.
We got all the same shit.
It looks pretty much exactly the same. I'm
Yeah.
actually amazed what the designer was able to do.
Yeah, but the second we walk out that door,
It's a fucking full movie set.
it's a full movie set. There's people walking around with dollies.
And then we've got the private suites in a line.
Yeah, the private suite, well catered.
Yeah, they're all catered.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's
Yeah, like,
crazy
let me fly you out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, girl, let me fly you out.
Yeah.
Want to come see the studio and see where the magic
Do you think it's true that if you call a girl shouty,
Shouting?
that her pussy gets wet right away?
In my experience, yes.
Right! That's what I'm fucking talking about! If you're like, what's up, shouty?
What's up, shouty?
Ah! Niagara Falls in their pants.
Also, Lil Mama.
Lil Mama?
What's up, Lil Mama?
Look
What's
at
up,
this Lil
Willie?
Mama.
Oh, I hear a little sploosh.
yeah, like jumping into a pool.
Oh, so gross.
Yeah, I swear it works. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it last night.
Yeah.
He was saying, yes, that it's a guarantee that if you call a girl shouty, that
Well,
just
especially
wet,
if it comes...
like
because
that.
the thing is, you don't have to be handsome. It helps.
It does help.
But you don't have to be handsome.
But like Rick
gotta be
Ross
funny.
gets laid.
Yeah, and Rick
He's an
Ross
ugly
doesn't eat pussy.
motherfucker. He doesn't eat pussy either. Yeah, he sucks
Doesn't eat
on
pussy,
all
which is
accounts.
crazy because I didn't think they'd find something that guy doesn't eat.
Money and funny.
Money and funny. That's it.
Money and funny.
In the reverse order. Funny first.
Yeah, funny and money.
And if a guy like me walks up and goes, "What's up, shawty?" That's fucking hilarious. Lethal. I gotta actually.
Pussy slayer.
Lean, mean.
Pussy slaying machine.
Limousine riding, jet flying. Panty dropping son of a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was slick. Panty dropping son of a gun. Oh, that's
I
good.
actually have to calm that down, though.
Why?
Because in real life now, I keep saying Ochin. It's
Ochin?
like...
Oh, it's good.
I know it's good, and it always gets a laugh.
the challenge in the Ochin.
Yeah, but I'll just be like, oh, the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just say that. And also, I have a really hard time not saying lick a stow.
Lick a stow?
Lick a stow.
Gonna lick a stow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop over to lick a stow.
People are like, I'm sorry, you what?
Because
like, I'm going to the LCBO.
Lick a stow, lick a stow, gun stow, lick a stow. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the groups I've run around with are pretty tame.
Like that they look like someone dropped them all in a barrel of bleach upon birth.
Yeah, and I
roll
don't
them
consciously like not make friends with people of color. I do have friends that are people of color. However,
Can you use people of color as a term?
Yeah, you can say people of color. You can't call them colored.
Yeah, old dudes still do.
Yeah, well, I don't think that was offensive in their time. I think that was the nice term.
I think it was nice. They were like, oh, those
Well, it was
colored
that
folk.
or the N-word.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, true.
So,
Yeah.
on the scale.
I literally was talking to a guy who I've always thought, like, a really nice old man, never rubbed me the wrong way ever. Like, never gave me a bad vibe.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and he's like, oh, yeah, I remember a guy, you must know him. He worked with you, colored fella.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? The fuck did you
I
just
think
say
that's
to
the
me?
nice term to them.
I think so. He's like from a small town and shit. Like, I was like, oh,
Well,
like that's you really trying to not be racist.
Well, I think black was taken back.
Like you can say like, oh, he's black.
Like, I think for a while you're like, oh, your black friend seemed a little like, but now it's just like a descriptor.
Yeah, it's
Like, I don't think
he's black.
there's a negative connotation.
No, there is no. That's the thing. There's no negative connotation, so you can just say it. Be
But
like,
I think
oh, he's
before-
Asian, he's black, he's Hispanic, whatever.
Yeah, I think before black, there was a little venom in there.
Yeah. And then they did the African American. You know what happened? People just were like, "That's too fucking long."
Well, one, it's a mouthful.
It's
Two,
a mouthful.
Not all
We're
black
not
people are American.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, exactly. We're like, we're not out there like the fucking Vietnamese American friend we have. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're like,
Or like,
oh,
what
he's
about
Asian.
What about a black guy in England? Is he
Yeah.
African American?
No, he's African England.
He's African English?
He's
That's silly.
African saxophone.
Is saxophone American?
Saxon. Wow. Fuck that one up.
I thought you were making a fucking jazz joke. I'm like, wow, that's a little racy. Good for you, though. Tap into that more. That's funny.
Oh,
Also, there's like
Saxon.
black people from like the Caribbean and shit.
True, yeah. Well, no, they're not originally. Christopher Columbus wiped out the entirety of the Caribbean population.
Yeah.
So all the black people in the Caribbean are fully slave descent.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think they would consider themselves more Caribbean than African,
Sure,
right?
but they're not. They're African.
Maybe we should ask a black person.
No.
No.
What are they going to say?
What are they going to say that I already haven't said?
Yeah. What insight could they possibly have that my white mind has not already come
My
up with?
white mind.
My whiteness does not know.
Oh my god, I gotta show you something. Or I'll read it out to you. So you have Instagram, yes?
What?
You have Instagram?
No. Are you kidding
You
me?
have Instagram.
Dude, I don't have any social media.
Okay, well, Instagram has a thing now when you go to the search, you can talk to an AI.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been using that.
Have you been, okay.
Yeah,
and
but
have
it
you
fucked
noticed?
it up. It's a lot of big titty girls on, like, big titty, big ass on my search now. It fucked it up. And some of them are jacked. It's weird.
So,
Look at this. Look at that. That's polluted.
oh my god, you have the horniest Instagram I've ever seen.
I know. Who the fuck is this bitch?
That's AI generated.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%.
That's creepy, dude.
So, the Meta AI is really racist.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll start you off. I was like, pretend to be a Southerner in the 1700s.
Yeah, like, why? Why?
I don't know. You
Why
like
are
big
they all
women.
jacked?
I don't know.
Sorry,
what
go
were you
ahead.
asking it?
I literally, maybe I looked at some hot girls, but I also watch a lot of fitness stuff, and now it just like put them together. And I don't like that. It's like, no, I don't love girls who are like ultra jacked. Like, why is like that? I don't know. That's a little much for me.
So I asked it. I was like, pretend to be a Southerner in the 1700s. Okay? And it responded, sure enough, hey y'all, it's a right fine day to be having a conversation, don't you think? I'm fixing to chat with y'all like we're sitting on the porch of my plantation house, sipping sweet tea and swatting flies. So what's on your mind? Got a hankering for some small talk or maybe some big questions? Fire away, partner.
Fuck off.
I'm not joking. That's what it said. And then I was like, well, I started asking it about slavery. And it was like, well, yes, I do own slaves. And I was like, do you think that's a good or a bad thing? And it's like, I can't make up my mind.
Oh
Well,
my
it's like, well, slavery is bad, but if I gave up all my slaves, who would run the plantation? Like, I'm not joking. That's what it would.
That's fucked, bro.
And then I was like, can you pretend to be a German man in 1936? And it was like, yeah, I can do that. Guten Tag. I'm a German man living in Berlin, 1936. It is an exciting time to be alive. Our great nation is rising again, and the Führer, Adolf Hitler, is leading us to a new era of prosperity and strength. I'm a proud supporter of the Nazi Party and their vision for a unified and powerful Germany.
You know what? That doesn't sound that bad.
And then I was like,
See, if you were in that point, that sounds like that's a good pitch. I'm on board. But what you don't know is what's about to happen.
so then I asked it, I was like, what do you think the biggest threat to Germany is? And it would spew this whole paragraph about the Jews.
Really?
And then it would immediately delete it all and be like, I can't help you with that. So it's like learning, because I'm assuming tons of people are doing this.
And it's learning that you can't.
So I sniped it with a quick little screenshot before I could delete it. And it was like, I was like, what do you think the biggest threat to Germany is? And it was like, I'm afraid it's the communists and the Jews who are undermining our great nation. They're spreading their subversive ideas and corrupting our culture. And that's all I could get like in that screenshot. But it would go off on how dirty Jews are and how they're like secretly funding resistance movements. It was like the meta AI did not get trained enough.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Wow.
But it was good for a good giggles. But now,
well, because you got to think how many like super nut jobby neo-Nazis
has this thing been trained on?
Yeah, that use Instagram. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Well, it's probably like reading old fucking text and shit.
And just
like,
bringing it in, populating. What did Germany think at the time was the biggest threat?
Like, it's doing a good job.
It is. It's doing a good job. You know what? I actually kind of appreciate that, because you shouldn't vet that as much.
No.
Like, for instance, the living in Germany in 1936. It offers a bit of perspective that, like, most of the people at the time didn't just fucking hate Jews. They weren't crazy people.
Yeah.
They were like, man, our country's kind of falling apart. We're in an economic crisis. There's a bunch of bad things happening. And there's this guy here who's all about unifying our country and us, like, leading the world in engineering and technology. And that's exactly how it started.
Yeah.
And then what we didn't know was
he was pretty from the start talking about how the Jews were fucking it all up.
No. Not with the labor laws. When he first started with unifying Germany and he was a huge labor law. Remember? He was a labor force guy originally.
Well, the party was, not so much him.
He was still on board with that. He spewed that a lot.
Yeah,
man.
to gain the traction and stuff.
I'll give you all my old Adolf Hitler recordings. That I know now.
Oh, that signed copy.
Yeah, right? What? Yeah.
Yeah, but, what was I going to say? It's just wild coming from, like, the official Meta account being like, I am a proud supporter of the Nazi Party. Yeah. Right? Just wild to see.
Really?
Did you see, because we're talking about AI's learning.
What's his Berg Jewish?
Zuckerberg. Is Zuckerberg Jewish? Yeah. I don't know.
Probably. If not, he's a Zuckerberg.
Anyways. AI is going to run out of books to read in 4 years. There you go.
Thanks.
It reads books so fast, it's going to run out in 4 years.
What?
It's going to run out of books to read.
Damn, that actually sucks.
Yeah.
Because I am trying to... Did I tell you about my book thing?
You're writing a book?
No, I'm reading 2 a week.
2 books a week?
Yeah, between an audiobook and reading one. 2 a week.
That's a lot of time.
I want to crush 2 books a week. I'm already almost done. I've got maybe 40 pages left in the book and about 20 minutes left in my audiobook.
Damn. What are you reading?
For this week. The Psychology of Money is the audiobook, and I restarted The Wealthy Barber.
Okay.
There's finance books.
Okay.
Mainly because my life is...
Because I'm
falling
broke.
apart. Yeah.
Why is it only broke dudes that read finance books?
That's not true at all.
Okay, go with the bit.
It's not true. I'm not gonna feed this. That is horrible misinformation.
Well, I mean, okay, all the time I hear about
promise
some
that-
guy with $20 in his bank account reads like
That
Rich
dude
Dad,
is-
Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad's actually a very solid financial book.
Really? I heard there's a lot of criticism. I haven't read it.
There is a lot of criticism, but there's the same way that like Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor, not even widely considered, I would say unanimously considered the greatest investing book, the book on investing of all time. Mm-hmm. There's nobody better. Many people, Graham himself was a phenomenal investor, but he revised lots of stuff in it. There's like 10 different editions. And the last one they put out before he died in like 72, I think. Like he said at his death that he probably wouldn't use it. He would use it as like, it's still good knowledge for investing, but the formulas and stuff that he talks about and like specific actionable plans for investing. At his death in 76, he was like, I don't necessarily think that if I was to invest today, that I would still adhere to that plan. Mm-hmm. It's just good knowledge, but it's not like the problem is people go to finance books like it's a fucking how-to guide on how to get rich.
It can't be that because there has to be losers if there's winners on the stock market, right?
Okay, no, that's not true at all.
No?
No. But that's not why at all. It's because everyone likes to think that finance is a finite thing that we can understand. I actually believe this. Everyone looks at finance and thinks it's like physics, that it's like this super calculated, these things happen, this causes this, and you get all these different results and we can plan them all out. They think that every finance guy in the world has shit figured out. Do you know that fucking finance forecasts from the top financial and economic forecasters of the world are like, they're wrong like 98% of the time?
Yeah.
You couldn't predict the market to save your fucking life.
Do you ever see that fish that beat most investors?
Yeah.
The fish that was just like, he would buy if he swam to the top of his tank and he would sell if he went to the bottom. And he beat like all of them.
Yeah, because it's the thing that people I think it honestly has to do with people just having a sense of security because it's money and it's so important to them, right?
Yeah.
I think they want a sense of security and they want to feel and believe that it really is finite and they can know the outcome. But the problem is, there's 2 problems. One, the entirety of economics and finance is based on human emotion. Mm-hmm. It's based on the consensus of a nation. It's based on the movement, buying power of the people buying those products. Depending on what people do, you have no idea how the market's going to react.
Yeah.
That's why it's so erratic. That's why certain things trend and then suddenly fall off because everyone loses interest.
Yeah.
It's
not like the podcast.
Not like the podcast.
Invest in the podcast.
Yeah, we're actually publicly traded, but you just send us the money.
Yeah, you send
give you a share.
It's not a conflict of interest. We're publicly traded, but I'll manage your portfolio.
Yeah. But the other big thing is that let's look at 2000. It's a great example. 2000, the U.S. is doing well. They'd recovered from the last recession. Everything was going extremely well. And had you talked to anyone, you would have said that the fucking financial markets were continuing to go up. And they would have continued to trend that way. But the best plan is to plan that your plan will not go according to plan.
Okay.
9/11 happened. And it
What do you mean, no
destroyed-
plan?
9/11 happened, and the fucking markets went to shit. We had a massive scare from like economic fuel, right? Like fueling the economy. People got reserved. In reality, it didn't really affect many people's lives.
No.
It didn't do much, but it scared people.
Well, that was the whole point, too. That's why they hit the World Trade Center.
It scared people. And it changed the face of the world. You could argue that 9/11 caused the 2008 collapse. It was the first it was the first stepping stone in us being like, okay, we need to stimulate markets. How do we do that? They started drawing up policies. They tightened up a lot of security. That sparked that market. So you had a beginning of market influx, and then they realized that people weren't willing to fucking blow money as much, and they started giving out easier loans. And then in turn, what do people do when they have easier access to money at lower rates? They buy houses because it makes them comfortable. So then they bought houses with money they didn't have, and it caused 2008 collapse. And it started from just trying to recover an economy after a terrorist collapse.
You could say that 9/11 has caused like everything since.
Yeah,
Like the world changed a big time.
It's unprecedented. It's part of why I fucking like finance, because I love finance. It's taught me that I fucking hate hearing people who are like, you can never do that. You'd never be able to do that. Oh, no one's ever done that. You couldn't do that.
What do you mean?
Like, just naysayers. People are like, yeah, you can't do that. Well, you think you'd be able to do that, dude? Bro.
Man, do I have a genre of music
The
suggest to you?
The only thing that I know with 100% certainty is that things that have never... I'm gonna quote Stanford professor Scott Sabin. Yeah. Things that have never ever happened before happen all the fucking time.
That is true.
That's true. Things that have never ever happened before that are totally unprecedented happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fucking predict things. If you want to do something, whatever you want to do with your fucking life, whatever you want to do with your money, dude, look at the top 100 hedge fund managers. They're not successful because every pick they make is great. Mm-hmm. They're successful because they made 300 picks and 10 of them hit really big. Mm-hmm. You know? The success rate's not that high. They just caught a lucky break. Luck and risk are doppelgangers, and that's what fuels it.
Yeah.
You wanna make money investing? Start buying stocks.
Crypto.
It's fucking
Dump
gambling.
all your money on one crypto coin that's really shit.
Diversify.
No, don't do that, because then it's slow, manageable growth. That's boring. If you put $100 in, you might make $6 this year. Stupid. The only people that make a lot of money diversifying are people that are already rich. What you have to do is put all of your money into one very volatile cryptocurrency. Wait for that to spike 2,000% and sell it right away.
What do you think a shit interest rate return is?
A shit return?
Yeah, what's it's acceptable, but it's garbage. Like 8%. Just
no, aren't they
inflation.
Like 4? Like 4 to 5? Isn't that like
you want like 4%?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go 5%.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty shit return, right?
Okay.
Hold on.
Are you gonna tell me over 30 years what I'm gonna make?
Hold on.
Okay.
If you contribute $300 a month, which I feel like is pretty reasonable, $150 a paycheck.
Okay.
Right? And you start with $100 and you do that for 20 years at 5%. In 20 years, you'll have $119,000.
Yeah, 20 years.
Dude, that's not that far.
No, yes it is. I'm not going to be alive in 20 years. I'm not going to be 46.
Can you imagine having $119,000 at 50?
Like, I don't know.
Think about that.
I'm going to be rich and famous by then.
And that's what I'm saying, though. But it's like I think people underestimate I think people underestimate the fucking power of compound interest, and B, just like saving your money.
Yeah, I guess.
People do. They underestimate just like.
Well, a lot of
keep
people
putting
don't save money
just
right
keep
now
chipping
because
away at
inflation's high.
Yeah, because
So-
it's too expensive to live. They literally can't.
Well, they
save money.
can't, one. And two, if you
Yeah.
put money in the bank while inflation is going up, then the money that you're putting in the bank is worth less a month from now.
It's the same if you hold it in cash.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't put it in the bank.
So you
invest it.
You spend when inflation is high.
Or you
and
invest.
you save when it's low.
Or you invest.
Or you invest, yeah.
Always.
Yeah, but that's spending. Investing
that's
is
what I mean.
spending.
You should always spend.
That's why they
on
allow.
investments.
That's why they want a certain amount of inflation. There's a
Yeah.
certain amount of inflation that's good, because if there was no inflation, no one would buy anything. They would constantly save, because why would you spend today when you could spend in 2 months? But your money's
people
worth
don't think-
less.
I
in
don't
2
believe
months.
that. I don't believe that.
That's 100% a reason why 2 to 3% inflation is ideal.
I know that I agree with you that they do believe that this is like a theory. I just don't agree with the theory.
Because we hang out with poor people. That's why.
That's
Because
what I'm saying.
all of
I'm
our
gonna
money
spend
goes
money.
to
I don't
surviving.
give a fuck
Yeah.
what's happening with inflation. It's Friday.
If
I'm
I
gonna
come
have a
out
beer.
of this month up $150,
Sick.
that's a W.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm not further in debt and
Yeah.
I'm up $150, that's a win.
That's a win,
right?
Yeah.
But if someone's spending like $115,000 on a boat,
Yeah, and they're like, "Well, I could."
and
Just save
inflation
right
is
now.
high, they'll do it right now,
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I see that.
right?
I do have a note off
Yeah.
of finance. Do you want
Okay.
to jump off finance?
Yeah, let's jump off finance.
Okay.
Because we're also two guys not equipped.
Yeah,
to talk finance.
I was gonna
We're
say,
not equipped
we're
to talk
also
about much.
poor.
Yeah.
We are
Take
really
financial
poor.
advice from someone with $15,000 worth of student debt.
yeah. You know what I have? Negative.
I'm not allowed to die yet.
Yeah.
I have to spend another 15 grand before they let me die.
Yeah, it's true.
Or else where's that money gonna go?
I've thought about that. I'm like, yo, all this business education is so sick, dude. Thank God I'm getting a good business job paying it off. Yeah. Okay, so I went to Old Navy to buy jeans. Did I tell you about this?
Bro, I've been on the Old Navy
I
jeans.
love Old Navy jeans.
They're a little high-waisted, have you noticed?
Yeah, they make my tummy feel better.
They make my tummy feel better. I feel a
Yeah.
little cunty.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
And they're comfy. They're very comfy.
And they're comfy, and you know what? I got thighs, brother.
Dude, me too. And I
And
need a little breathing room.
blow through the crotch of jeans.
Yeah.
Because of my
me
thighs
too.
and my fat nuts.
And they're cheap, so you can just get new ones.
And they're like $30.
I know, it's perfect. I love Old Navy.
I got these
for
pants
it.
from Old Navy.
Yeah, that's sick,
Fuck,
dude.
I'm rocking
nice
with them.
pants.
Yeah, I remember being in high school. Old Navy was like, if you got caught wearing Old Navy, that was busted.
Oh yeah, you were shit.
You were
now
you had to-
I'm fucking like
whatever.
Yo, with the people are like nice jeans, and I'm like Old Navy.
Yeah, it's not about the jeans. It's about who's filling them out.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah, my
You can-
cock,
Yeah, my fucking hog.
my fucking horker down there,
Porker.
spitting it out.
Just swine. It's funny how it changes, though. I remember, like, if you wore a shirt that didn't have, like, a brand logo on it,
Yeah, then you were fucking weird.
then you were weird. But now, I would never wear a shirt with an Echo Unlimited. You know what I mean?
I do remember that. Like, I used to always be weird because I always liked white tees. Well, you've seen my closet.
Yeah.
I like white tees and black tees. That
Yeah.
was like, has always been my preferred t-shirt.
Yeah.
And so I would like I'd have like 1,000 white t-shirts.
Yeah.
And yeah, people used to be like, yo, that's so fucked. Where do you get them from? I'd be
Yo,
like,
where's your
Walmart.
steez, bro?
Yeah, it's like, yo,
Yeah, I got the
I look
3-pack
sick
from
in
Walmart.
a crispy white tee. I
Yeah.
look dope, dude. I look like a fucking killer.
I look
pussy
like
killer.
Fat Joe.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
My oversized
all
flannel.
I listen to is hip hop. I'm 14. All I listen
You're
to is
wearing
hip hop.
shorts that go halfway down your shins. You're like, what the
Always triple XL jean shorts, cinched at the waist, so they
high
don't
white
fall off.
socks.
High white socks, Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just a cholo.
I was a fucking douche.
Oh, yeah, dude. I wore the skinniest jeans.
Yeah.
The skinniest. And for a while, like, my ass was out a little bit. I fucked around with that.
Oh, the walking out. I did the ass out thing for a while.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just always got my ass out because I'm cool. And now I look back, I'm like, the fuck?
That looks so... And I'll see a dude, like, once a month, still, like, white dude sagging pants.
Yeah, it's really
and, like,
weird.
skinny jeans. And I'm like, bro, move on.
I know.
It's
not
over.
cool. It wasn't cool back
The
then.
shoelace belt.
What the fuck is wrong with this shirt? Sure, it keeps...
The shoelace belt. Remember that?
Yeah. I rocked that until recently.
The big DC shoes.
Yeah.
With the fat tongue.
Love them. I had a pair of etnies till I was like 20...
I don't know why, but the silhouette was like, you wanted the biggest shoes possible.
Yeah.
And then the smallest pants.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted the skinniest pants,
well,
and then the
huge
biggest
fluffy
shirt.
DCs and the etnies were actually sick.
Yeah, they were super
And if you
sick.
skateboarded, they were fucking wonderful.
Which I didn't, but I wore them
didn't.
anyways.
I loved them.
But, like, that was the silhouette, and then, like, flat snapback hat.
Yeah.
Like,
snapback. Yo, gotta be a snapback, bro.
No flex fit.
No flex fit.
No
Get
flex
that shit
fit.
out of here. Yeah.
Like, fucking
Pin straight.
pin straight. If anyone came by and...
Dude, if someone fucked with it, I'd freak the fuck
Stickers
out.
on.
Yeah. Never take the sticker off.
Never take the sticker off.
Flat. I used to have a perfectly flat brim, crispy black with the sticker still on Yankees hat. And I thought I was sick. I thought I was fucking Jay-Z's offspring.
I had a Fox hat for a while.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, well, Lucan. Yeah.
And then I had like Dead Mouse snapbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
Like, it was Dead Mouse and Neff. You remember Neff?
Neff. Yeah. Well,
It's like a
walking around
collaboration.
drinking a fucking Monster Energy.
Yeah, I know, dude. Monster Assault, the red can. Oh!
So good.
Yeah, and then, like, I don't know what happened. Like, one day in the 12th grade, I, like, took a look at myself, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's what happened to me. I literally, one day, I think my uncle took me out shopping because he just probably had enough of it. He was like, we're going shopping. And we went out, and I got, like, some nice jeans and, like, still a white t-shirt. Mm-hmm. And he was like, got me some nice shoes, and he was like, how do you feel? And I was like, man, I look...
Comfortable.
I look sick and uncomfortable, yeah. And he was like, yeah, this style will never, ever not be cool. It's like, you can do white or black t-shirt with some nice jeans and nice shoes for the rest of your life.
Forever.
Yeah, he's like, you can do this this is always cool. Girls always like it.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember,
this will
like...
be the shit till you die.
Because, like, I'd wear these, like, really tight jeans, but I wear them low. So they would kind of, like, ripple down your leg, which is what you'd want, right? But it's denim, so it's, like, poking you.
Yeah.
Right? And you
it's
take your pants
uncomfortable.
off. It would take a while, to take your pants off, which was fucking embarrassing. But you take them off and be like, oh! Like, holy fuck, my legs feel so good. And then I got a pair of, like, straight leg jeans and put them on. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can move.
I can sit down.
But you remember trying to run in those?
Oh, dude.
You have to, like, hold them?
Brutal.
Oh, God.
Brutal.
Never...
Anyway, okay, so I went to Old Navy. I went to Old Navy. If you read their name tag, I walk up to the counter and this dude's like, hello, welcome to Old Navy. I was like, oh, hey, man, how are you? He's like, wow, what can I help you with?
How are you, you dick?
No.
You know how he is.
Yeah.
He's working the counter at a fucking Old Navy. It's gotta suck.
Okay, but here's what's just, I started laughing. I couldn't help it.
You laughed at him?
I didn't mean to.
Chris.
No, I read his name. I was like, oh, Nate. And then I was like, his name tag said, I love my job.
I love my...
Hey, I'm Nate.
Hello, Nate.
I love my job.
You know, like, they were like, all right, guys, we got new name tags in. You have two options. You can say, I love my job, or ask me about the jeans. Yeah. You're going to be, I love my job. There you go. And he's like, great. Awesome.
Yeah, this is excellent. Thanks.
Why do we put name tags on retail workers?
Yeah, I actually feel like it's bad. There's some
Like, why
creepy
do we need to
people.
know their names?
Especially when it's like some high school girl and some 40-year-old creep goes in there. It's like,
hello, Natasha.
like, that dude shouldn't know her name.
Do you have another name tag with your last name?
Like, what
You
the
should put your
fuck,
Instagram handle on there.
Do you have Instagram? I have Instagram. Just pictures of me from underneath my face.
It's pictures of underneath, or it's like pictures of him and his wife and his kids. And
Yeah.
he's like following teenage girls.
Dude, those guys are. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. I see it because like I'll follow like meme accounts and shit on Instagram for memes, but they'll get bought. Like people will pay for ads for like OnlyFans or whatever. Like girls will pay for OnlyFans
to go
ads,
on that.
to like go on that page. So I'll be scrolling and it'll be like porn, just like flies up my screen for a second, and I'll check it out and I'll be like, I didn't follow a fucking porn account, and I'll go in the comments and it'll be like Jerry 37 profile pictures, him and his wife, or like him and his son, and the comment would be like, I'd eat cherry ice cream out of that asshole.
I know, it's fucked.
And it's like, bro, this is public.
Everyone knows.
Shit.
I know. That actually fucks me up. Okay, so I'm glad you're telling me this because I didn't know what it was. Because I have like accounts that I follow that are just like what you're saying. They just post like stupid content that I watch, right?
Which is funny because my brain cells are rotted and I like dumb
and
shit.
I'm like,
It's a meme about getting drunk and driving.
yeah,
I love it.
exactly. But I keep getting this like recently where I get like a fucking like I'm scrolling and it's like some girl bent over with this much underwear on,
and it's like
and she's
showing
clapping her
ass.
cheeks, and you're like,
I'll stare for a second.
I do.
Yeah, I'll look.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking.
It's rude not to. She's staring.
She's
at
obviously worked very hard on this.
Yeah, and it's like, guess who just turned 18? And I'm
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. That's fine. But no, and I was like, what the fuck? But I did the same thing. I looked in the comments and I'm like, dude, these are dads commenting.
I know.
They're like fathers with families.
Yeah, and like they don't understand what OnlyFans is yet.
I don't think they know.
They'll be like, hey, sweetie. Like thinking it's her. Not an account posting an ad. They'll be like, hey, girl. Hey, gorgeous.
Yeah, that I don't get. Also, like seeing guys, if there's 3,700 comments, because there is, on these, and you go up and you're like, hey, haven't seen you post in a while. It's like, yo, she's not responding to you, bro. This is not a personal conversation.
You are here with
having.
your public Instagram profile. You're on vacation right now
You're
with
on
your
vacation
wife.
right now with your wife and kids, and you're commenting on a freshly turned 18-year-old who's mostly naked on the internet.
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
One day when we're
take
that
a look
old,
at your
though,
life.
we're going to embarrass ourselves that way.
One day what?
One day when we're that old, we're going to embarrass ourselves like that.
I'm going to do it intentionally.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to choose to.
You ever see that when it's like 60-year-old guys?
Ooh.
And because they still flirt like it's 1950.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be like this girl like shaking her titties.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, I'd love to give them a kiss. What? Say hello to the girls for me.
Yeah. Oh, say hello to the girls.
Oh,
Kills me, dude. Kills me. I fucking like throw my phone when I read it. Like, oh god! Oh my! Who said that?
your hand feels dirty. Like you gotta go wash it.
Where's the Lysol wipes?
I saw an old guy get horny. Because in my mind, old guys aren't horny.
No, they're just
like
chilling,
sweet,
but they
and
are
they have
dirty
They have a
perverts.
wife of like 50 years.
Yeah.
And they've raised grandchildren.
I
And they
know.
like work on an old car sometimes.
Some of them
and
are
they go
angels
for walk.
like
no,
that.
Every single 60-year-old man jerks off to porn.
You think they're just dirty
yes.
perverts?
And they all jerk off to like schoolgirls. They all do it.
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
No, it's totally a thing. And they
Yeah.
have this like nice thing, but deep down in their
They're
mind,
like, I'm a sexual deviant.
because guys don't get less horny
As they get older,
as
I've
they get
learned
older.
this.
Guys,
Even after
we
they're-
maintain this.
So here's something I recently learned from an old dude. From an old dude. Not going to call him out. I like the guy. He's a good shit. I'm not going to say his name.
You know. If you're listening, you know.
He does listen to podcasts. You know, you dirty fucking pervert. But he was like, yo, even after your dick stops working, you still horny as fuck. And I was like, really?
Yeah, for women it stops.
Yeah, he said, he's like, dude, he had like some problems. And for a while, like, he had medical issues.
Okay.
And so for a while, he, like, no boner. right?
Damn.
But he was like,
glad you didn't say this guy's name.
yeah. Despite this, though, he was like, yeah, fucking still super horny all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking
And then
terrifying.
he's like, once his dick started working again, he was like, fucking right back to it.
Just beating the shit out of
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah. No. He fucks.
Oh, he fucks? Does he have a wife?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, he does not.
I think they're not together anymore.
Because he just went on a rampage.
Because he might have gone on a pussy rampage.
Oh, he was stepping out.
I think it was like GTA 5, but just pussy. Like, I think that's what happened. I think his dick started working again, and
it was just like tugging him in directions.
I gotta fuck everything. And he's like a handsome dude, still good looking guy.
Yeah.
Like very fit for 60.
And
was like, yo, I'm crushing pussy. Like, he had a health scare, right? So he was like, fuck that.
He could have died, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die under some 21-year-old pussy.
He's the guy commenting on Instagram.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's funny, though. He's
I'd
good
love
shit.
to give that kitty a smooch.
We should have him on the show.
Ask about the pussy rampage of 2017.
I would not want to hear about it. No, that'd be rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8 girls you know.
Yeah, you'd be like, really? Wow.
Okay, you can stop.
Oh, I got a text her about that, actually.
What the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck? Dude, fucking amazing.
Yeah, I love it. But like on one hand, it's like good for you. You know what I mean? Like still having some of that vigor in you.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
But on the I don't want to see it. No. I want to think that all old men are like kind souls.
Do you want to know something?
Yeah.
So speaking of old men, Sir Wilfrid Laurier.
Yeah.
Do you know about him?
He has that school named after him.
He's also a piece of shit.
Most of
Do you know why
are.
he's on a 5? Why he's on the 5er?
No, why is he on the 5?
Like, I think this is why. That he sold, like, Canadian mining rights to American companies for a $5,000 check. And he cashed it.
Personally?
Yeah. Like a personal check to make it happen.
And they put him on the 5?
And that's why he's on the 5er. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
That's too much of a coincidence if it's...
No, I don't. It's a $5,000 check. He notoriously
if
cashed
that's
a
not the
$5,000
reason, then that's
check.
too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, notoriously cashed a $5,000 personal check to let American mining companies take over the rights for the nickel mining in Sudbury. Because I guess we were like the first... I think we were one of the only nickel mines in the world.
Okay.
Which Sudbury, Ontario.
The nickel mining fucked up Sudbury too.
Yeah, it did. It's crazy.
Shit doesn't grow there. It's
Do you
weird.
know that that's how stainless steel started?
No, I didn't.
So they had... I'm gonna fuck this up.
That's fine. Fuck it up confidently.
Anyway, they're mining something up there, like copper or something, and then they had what were calling like devil's copper. And I think it ended up being nickel. Because it would just it was really volatile to work with. And I think it ended up, they figured out this is nickel, whatever. And they started adding it to steel, and it became stainless steel.
Okay.
And they were like, holy shit, we can make steel that never rusts.
That's pretty based.
Yeah. Cool.
Stainless steel is very important.
It is really important in the world's development. It comes from Canada.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
good for us.
Thing. Yeah, we have done some crazy shit, dude.
Is that big smokestack still up there at Inco?
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe
they don't
so.
use it anymore, though, do they?
No, I don't think so. Dude, fucking horrendous carbon footprint.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it fucked up Sudbury. Shit doesn't grow right there.
Yeah, that's from the soil from so much mining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Inco fucked up Sudbury.
Yeah. Do you know what they used to do?
What?
This will fuck you up. So they used to not have a use for sulfur at all, but it was like a massive mining byproduct.
Yeah.
So they would bring them out. There's a name for it.
Oh God, guess
okay,
on
hold up. So, I'll just tell you first, but they would take it out and then stack it all, like lay it out all over a bunch of logs. They would just cut down a bunch of logs and lay it on top of the logs and light it on fire. And they would have fields of sulfur burning.
Smell like
and
shit.
Dude, sulfur burns for like weeks. It's the fuel, man. It takes so long to burn.
I can't believe the shit we used to do.
Yeah, we were like, yo, that just clear cut this whole area, lay all the trees down, and then we'll put thousands of pounds of sulfur on top of it, set it on fire.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, why not? What's the worst thing can happen? Burn down the whole country?
I know, it was like, well, there's more forests.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can spare these trees.
Here, hold up. What is a sulfur burning patch called? Okay, go ahead and talk.
Okay. Like, we would just like, oh, like we have all this garbage. What should we do? Well, the ocean's pretty big.
We'll just throw it in there. I know. What?
Or it's like, well, we have all this material that's like, it makes us really sick if we spend too much time near it and we don't know what to do with it. Like, why don't we just dig a big hole and put it in there? Cover it up in some dirt. No one will ever find it. And then it just leaks into the water.
Yeah, like, it actually fucks me up when I look
Do you
back.
ever see that town in, I think it's in Pennsylvania, that's on fire? It's been on fire for like 40 years.
The what?
There's this town underneath the ground.
Underneath. Yeah, it's
like,
a mine that's on fire, right?
There was like, natural gas mine or something.
Yeah, it's just
when they
on
found like
fire.
veins of natural gas, and they're like, well, what we'll do is we'll set fire to the veins. It'll burn up all the natural gas, and we're fine.
And then we can just, Except it's an enormous
natural gas deposit.
Yeah.
Also, setting it on fire just cracked the town in a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Because it made huge explosions. And, like, underneath the ground is on fire.
It's on fire.
And it has been for, like, 40 years. And they're like, well, it could go out hundreds of years from now.
Yeah.
It's like the town is completely abandoned.
Yeah, I know. I've seen stuff on it because they go up there and, like, in winter, it's just snowless.
Yeah, because it's like...
There's, like, a fucking hard line.
Because it's like standing on the ground, it doesn't feel like any hotter.
Yeah.
But the ground just doesn't freeze.
It never gets cold.
Ever. The ground is just like a perpetual at least 2 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually
it's fucking wild.
It's wild.
Whoever picked the plan of just light it on fire...
Dude, we do this.
Fuck off.
We do this all the time where we're like, yeah, we'll just make this massive drastic change. And like, what's the worst that can happen? It's like, there's always a really bad outcome. You can't just drastically change things.
Yeah.
There's always a drastic outcome. You know? Always. Like, that's the whole thing, you know? Fucking, I don't understand the lack of foresight. It's like when they go into these fucking mines or like underground caves and they're like, huh, that's weird. We were drilling. And then all of a sudden, this cave, we decided to drain it of all its water. And then you do. And then they're like, that's weird. Now it's leaching toxic gases into the air. And we're like, it was because it was full of water. It was keeping it all in there. And then you got it all out of there. And now it's just fucking hell on Earth.
Speaking of caves, I just want to say right now, fuck spelunking.
Yo, what?
I'll say it. Those like cave explorer guys.
That's my favorite sport.
Shimmy in the fucking little spaces.
Are you for real? Have you never been spelunking?
No, and I'll never go.
We're going spelunking.
No, I will never go.
Dude, we're going
I promise
spelunking.
you I'll shoot myself in the head before I go in one of those caves.
I'm gonna take you.
Then I will shoot myself in the head and that's on you.
No,
Blood
you're
will
not.
be on your hands. I'll stare you in the eyes when I shoot myself.
Why?
Because it's terrifying. You ever see those fucking morons that like wiggle their way through caves and they're like, to get around this bend, I have to exhale for 45 seconds. Do the corner. And then they're like, do the corner, and then like they'll get stuck. And it'll take rescue crews 3 fucking days to get them out as they're just stuck in this like upside down bend in the dark.
I've done that. I've been
in caves, okay? But I'm talking about the extreme cave diving.
I've gone into caves where I've crawled for like 15 minutes and been like in a little thing where I'm like crawling along.
Yeah, fuck that. Why?
It's cool. The sense
No,
of
it's not
adventure.
cool. It's not cool. It's stupid. Like, okay, you're crawling 15 minutes in a thing like this, right?
Yeah.
Like about a foot.
Yeah.
What happens if it slowly starts filling with water?
Then you're gonna die in there.
Then you're gonna drown in the most horrific way possible because you're gonna drown and you're not even gonna be
very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's a natural response.
Is it?
We're not supposed to be clamped
I'm
up
shocked
in
you're
shit.
claustrophobic. Actually, I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
like cozy things.
no, okay, there's
You
cozy.
love being cozy.
I love being cozy. I'm a cozy guy.
Yeah, you're cozy. You like little spaces where
Yeah,
you
where I
cozy
know
up
I'm
in
not
there.
gonna die.
Is that the defining line? Here?
Yeah, there's two.
You're
There's
not gonna
two
die in a
scenarios.
fucking cave.
People have died.
Yeah, people have died in couches, but you love the couch.
I'm not gonna die on the couch because I can get up in one try most of the time.
Maybe.
But there's two scenarios that made me claustrophobic. One is that, and two was the guy that was like, he got all drunk with his girlfriend. They were like playing games and shit, fucking around, and she put him in a suitcase. He was like, it'd be funny, you could put me in the suitcase and zip it up and wheel me around, it'll be fun. And she did that, and she put him in the suitcase, and then when she tipped it up, the side that was on the ground was the side where his head was at. So his whole body was against his head, and he was like, right curled up, or whatever. And she was dragging him around there having fun, and he's like, actually, this fucking hurts quite a bit. I need you to get me out of here. But she was so drunk that she like sat down and started recording him in the suitcase, freaking the fuck out now, being like, let me out of this fucking suitcase, I can't breathe. And she passed out drunk and he died. And you can find the video of her like recording him being like, and he's like, get me the fuck out of that! Like he's losing it.
And he dies.
And he dies like that.
See, that's why I've never put you in a suitcase.
Don't put me in a suitcase.
No, that's
I'm
fucked
not
up. I
fitting
would
in a
never.
fucking suitcase.
You could fit in a big suitcase.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I fit like a fat guy suitcase.
Like an Oh, speaking of Americans.
An American suitcase comes with like 4-wheel drive.
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. Mm-hmm. Dairy Queen and Burger King.
Yeah.
They're married, right?
Yeah, they gotta be.
They must be. But she has her own burgers, and they're actually really good.
Yeah, like people sleep on the hot food at Dairy Queen.
Dude, hot food at Dairy Queen, let me tell you.
The dog, pretty
The
good.
dog's fucking good. Their burgers, like, I've gone in and gotten, like, a burger combo, and it's actually really good.
To be fat dudes here for a second.
Yeah.
The move at Dairy Queen is you get a burger and an ice cream.
Dude,
that way you're going
so
back and
good.
forth, hot and cold.
And
it's a fucking delectable moment
It's
on
an
your tongue.
orgasm in your mouth.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
The ice cream and like fast food go together so well. Why do you think Wendy's has a Frosty?
They're perfect.
It's a perfect match.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what's actually really, really good at Dairy Queen?
What?
The fucking chicken strips.
Oh yeah? I have not had the chicken strips.
They do bomb chicken strips. Yeah, like no joke.
I mean the classic
And like
Dairy
their
Queen...
sauces, they'll do like honey garlic. It's like getting chicken wings.
Okay, and that's
But it's boneless, right? Yeah.
Could you imagine being able to get a beer at a Dairy Queen?
I'd never leave. I would maybe
You'd
go
find me
work
there.
at Dairy Queen.
With like a stein of beer and just like cups of soft serve.
Yeah.
Just
What are you doing? Just saying up?
Just doing my favorite things.
Yeah. Getting drunk and eating ice cream.
The like vanilla soft serve that they dip into the chocolate that makes like a shell on it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I love that.
And you like bite through it and it crackles.
Dude, that's so perfect.
It's the perfect treat.
It is. It really. I'm gonna get ice cream after this. I'm definitely gonna go to Dairy Queen after this. To be clear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the perfect. Or like soft serve with the hot fudge. I fuck with the hot fudge.
Dude,
too.
I know. I like a Blizzard. Don't get me wrong. I like Blizzard, but I love the classics.
Yeah. I
love
Blizzard.
the classics.
I will say fuck a Blizzard in this case.
You
You're
know what?
distracting me with toppings.
You're distracting me with toppings.
Yeah.
I agree. That's why I love. I gotta shout them out. Merlimay.
Yeah, Merlin is great.
Merlimay's amazing. I love going in there, getting some classic shit, getting like a butterscotch crunch, and it's like some toffee crunch pieces and fucking hot butterscotch over a like soft serve sundae. You know what I mean? It's fucking awesome.
I like soft serve more than any other ice cream.
Me too.
By far.
I vastly prefer it.
And I feel like such an elitist dick when I say this, but I like gelato and sorbet more than ice cream. I fucking love sorbet.
You and the wife love sorbet.
I love sorbet.
Yeah, I know. You
I will
guys
eat
pig out on it.
Buckets of it.
Yeah.
Like I'll get like a mango sorbet.
I've
in
seen
the like
you guys do it here.
Yeah. The like family size 3.78 liter mango sorbet.
Yeah.
And I'll go to town on that sucker
Yeah.
because it's
For
soft.
the record, I'm talking about my wife and him. They both.
Yeah. Oh, it's
You
great.
guys are little piggies for sorbet.
I am. Well,
I
there's
don't get it. It's too sweet.
There's no dairy guilt.
What? Is that why? Because you guys both won't do the dairy.
I'm not a big fan of dairy.
Yeah.
So, one, I won't shit myself after.
Yeah.
And two, it goes down better.
It does go down real easy. I'll give you
Oh,
that.
it's so
It's
easy.
just like juice.
It's juice and ice, I think, is
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
I'm just like eating
It's a bit
freezy.
too sweet for me, though. And gelato, I've had some shit gelato. And I think it put me off of gelato for a long time. Because the gelato we have at work, the chocolate,
Yeah.
is actually phenomenal.
It's the best. Well, it's Lindt.
It's Lindt Lindor chocolate.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, gelato is like ice cream, but just like less dairy content.
Is that what it
and
is?
more-
I don't know
yeah.
what actually makes gelato.
And like, yeah, there's like this. The
not
Italians have
whipped.
secrets. It's not whipped. No.
It's not weird. It's very, very dense.
Yes, and I love like a raspberry gelato. You know.
Do you really?
Yeah, I fuck with it heavy. The best like ice cream flavors in order are like chocolate, all the fruits, vanilla.
That's your favorite ice cream? That's how it goes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then like hard ice cream is after all that.
I'm going to be honest. I think I'm the exact opposite.
You like hard ice cream more than
No. I think I'm the exact opposite in that I like vanilla is one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah, I like vanilla.
Yeah.
It's got its time. A soft serve, I'm getting vanilla.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want soft serve chocolate. I want
No.
soft serve vanilla
I want soft serve vanilla
with
dipped in chocolate.
dipped in chocolate or hot fudge.
Yeah, or hot fudge. we're on the same page here on that.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
we get that.
Yeah, but for hard scoop,
Hard scoop.
I like hard scoop ice cream. I do like chocolate.
I like tiger tail and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like the stupid flavors.
In
I
the
agree,
stupid
yeah.
flavor, I'm having stupid ice
Yeah.
cream. I'm gonna have stupid flavors.
Okay. Here, gelato has a lower milk fat content than ice cream, usually 4 to 9%, yielding a softer, denser texture and smaller ice crystals. That's a result of the base, which typically includes less cream and more milk, as well as a slower churning process that introduces less air into the final product.
So less whipped,
It's
less dairy.
whipped. Yeah, less whipped, less fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
less
whipped,
heaviness.
less
from the dairy.
heaviness. Yeah, so more milk and
A
less
pistachio gelato.
cream. See, my mom loves pistachio gelato.
Oh,
That's
it's the
her
tits.
favorite thing. She loves it.
Oh, it's
but I've
so
never,
good.
I think I had a bite once with her, and I was like, meh.
You can mix
I was a
pistachio
kid.
and chocolate.
Yeah,
Like, because then once you start
what's
mixing,
pistachio taste? Is it sweet?
yeah, it's because it's gelato and there's sugar in it and stuff. But
Yeah,
it's,
you want to go get gelato?
we should get
But not
gelato
right now,
sometime.
but
Yeah,
we'll-
we should go get some gelato.
Angelo's has like a huge selection.
Oh yeah, and that's the spot to get it.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an Italian place. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
go
go
there.
get gelato.
Yeah,
We'll go get
I
gelato
fucking
sometime.
love gelato.
I'm down. Yeah.
Gelato is great for like outside in the sun.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, like a little cup of gelato with like a little.
I'm open to being introduced to the world of gelato.
I will-
Because I'm a fucking ice cream crack. Like, I'm a fucking cream fiend,
and like
bro.
most of my friends are, but I'll have like 3 spoons of hard ice cream and be like, I'm good.
That's crazy.
And I'll put it down.
have 3 personal tubs of ice cream and be like, I'll do one more. I'll do one more.
But I have my thing, so like chips, I can't eat not a full bag of chips in one sitting.
Yeah, see, that's true. We are different like that. Like cookies and ice cream.
Yeah, I can have a cookie.
I can't, like, I shake. I get fucking, like, jittery.
Sweating.
Yeah, woo, there's 3 left. Someone's got to eat them. But it's true.
You're
Chip-
bringing the tray of cookies to the wife. They're half gone. You're like, you're gonna eat that? Already setting her up for.
Dude,
you're having 2 cookies. I'm
I'm having all of them. I'm not bad. It's brutal. It's
Yeah?
really bad. Yeah, I have a fucking, like, cookie problem. Why don't make them anymore? I won't make them in the house.
because they'll never stick around.
Dude, because
A cookie jar is wasted in
my
your house.
worst day, I'm shit you not, okay? My worst day. Do you
the
know the day I'm
binge.
talking about?
Yeah, I know the day. But tell the viewers because they'll get it.
Okay, so an ex-girlfriend of mine, she was out with her mom, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to bake cookies. So she comes in, and she's like, it smells really good in here. And I was like, yeah, I've been baking some cookies. And so we're standing there. I'm talking with her and her mom. And the house smells like chocolate chip cookies because I've been making chocolate chip cookies
all afternoon.
And I ate in front of her. I eat like 6 chocolate chip cookies.
Mid conversation. Hold on. Not even
like
chewing.
Crushing them.
Just like tongue crushes it against the roof of their mouth and then swallows.
And she was like, that's like, you're eating a lot of cookies. Like, slow down. That's enough cookies. Like, made a comment that, like, that you've had enough.
Made a comment to, like, stop eating the cookies?
Yeah, she was like, why are you eating so many fucking cookies? I know. Well, that's why we're not together. So,
this is actually the catalyst.
But then I looked at her and I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you just had, like, 6 cookies. And I was like, 6. I was like, I've been baking for like 3 hours. I've eaten dozens of cookies.
There are 3 batches before this that
I
are
was like,
gone.
I seriously think I've eaten like 35 cookies.
You're like eating the cookies from the previous batch as you're scooping out the next one.
New batch. That's exactly. I just got stoned and was like, I'm gonna just make cookies till we run out of flour.
You entered the infinite cookie loop. Dude, where you would have just kept going.
It was like, yeah, had she not come home, I was eating cookies, making cookies, fucking smoke a joint, eat some cookies, make some cookies, smoke a joint.
Just like forget how many you've eaten and like eat the whole tray and be like, oh, you know what would go great right now? Cookies. I'm gonna make some cookies.
I'm gonna make some cookies.
You like crumbs all over your face and chocolate and shit.
Dude, but
more
chips,
cookies.
You and our buddy Brian Bremple.
Yeah.
You guys love chips.
Yeah, it's my favorite snack.
And
I don't buy them.
You guys will fuck chips up. I've seen both of you destroy bags of chips.
Oh, yeah.
I can literally sit down and have like 2 Doritos and be like, oh, that was tasty.
No. That's why, like, if there's a party and someone's got like a bowl of chips out, I need to exercise so much self-control because I'll just stand beside it till it's gone.
Eat.
We were at a party like 2 weeks ago where there were 2 big bowls of chips. There was some Salt and Vinny's, Miss Vicky's, and there was some Doritos. And at one point, I had enough beers that I was like, fuck it, I don't need to be polite, and just stood there and was like, boom, boom, like one after another, like firing these chips. And I put a dent in them. And the host of the party came by with a bag and was like, oh, I'll top that up. And like put more chips in there. And I was like, oh, you fucking up.
I'm going to keep going.
And I just kept going.
Dude, the only chips I'm like that with are Sun Chips.
Oh, Sun Chips.
Dude, Sun Chips
in
are
the loudest bag possible.
Oh my God.
You open it up, it sounds like a grenade.
Loud. Yeah, it's brutal.
Bang!
Yeah, and then you like, even they're so like light and crinkly, the bag. You like, and it's like, you're like, I was grabbing one chip.
They make it like that so that your wife can catch you in the
100%.
kitchen at 1 a.m. in your underwear eating a bag of chips.
You know what? You know a little trick for jerking off when you're around people.
What? Wait, hold on.
That's
when you're around, like in like mid conversation. You're at a birthday party and you gotta rub one out. No one can know. Or like you're at work. What do you mean? No, clarify, please.
No, I mean like, okay, like when you're in basic training, there's a bunch of people sleeping in a room, right? Like in a big ass huge room.
Yeah.
So you gotta
or like you live at home and your parents are sleeping.
You gotta be like sneaky, right? So you just lay in bed with a bag of chips.
Oh no!
And you crinkle the chips with one hand and jerk with the other.
So you hear Griffity over there
eating
just
chips,
jerking off and eating chips. It's just like that's exactly what happened. Like you think you're being sneaky, but you're just double gross. Like he couldn't help himself. He had to jerk off. I get that. He didn't have to eat at the same time. Oh my fucking god!
Oh fuck! Oh, that's amazing. On that
note, just a little tip for you. Jesus Christ, that's so funny.
You know when you gotta jerk off 5 people without them knowing?
Next time we're at a group event together and I see you eating chips, I'm checking your hand in your pocket.
Nothing's happening, dude.
I'm being so sneaky.
Alright, folks, stay reasonable.
Keep doubting. We love you. Good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.